Hey, what's going on, lovely people on the tubes? It is Kyle of Variety Airs. Thank you for joining me on another video. So let's just jump right into our daily bill search for today. I did have to skip yesterday, I just was not feeling well, so sorry about that. But I am getting back in the swing of things post the hurricane and fixes to the house. So I should have daily bill search videos coming out pretty regularly now. But anyway, it is October 16th, 2018. We're going to start looking through some stuff. So, we're going to start off with a $5 Federal Reserve note. This is a Series 2013, which is right down here. You know, what do we look for if you watch any of my videos? I know some of you are newcomers, some of you are not. But if you're a newcomer, we look for a few different things. We look for patterns in the serial number. These are known as fancy serial numbers. We also look for errors, things with the printing, things with the ink, stuff like that. There's also more, for instance, like where this fold is here. If it was a crease that wasn't physically made by a human being, but say done during production, that'd be a fold-over error. But this is just an example. This is not a fold-over error. Nevertheless, we look for a few different things, so let's start looking through it. The seals on here, both the Federal Reserve seal and the Department of the Treasury seal, seem to be printed fine. This one is sitting a little bit low, but you can see it's not shifted on the serial number, albeit there is a little bit of ink shift on that last two. You can see it's kind of blurring out. Not many changes between 2009 and 2013. Secretary of the Treasury change and other office changes having to do with various things like that, but nothing as far as the bills. The redesign of the 2009 $5 bill stayed the same design-wise in the 2013 series, so nothing crazy there. Reverse of the bill. You see a little bit of an ink issue up here at the top, but it's hard to tell what that green smudging there, but not enough for it to be like an over ink. And it's not, you know, you can see a hard press of the serial number right here through the back of the bill, but that's not collectible, so we'll kind of just move on. Nothing in the serial number on this one either. Now, if you didn't know, the serial numbers and the seals are printed within the bill, whereas everything else is printed on the bill. So that'll explain why if you run a bill in your pocket through the washing machine, most of the time, most of the bill will be faded, but the seals and the serial numbers will be still pretty vibrant. Don't see anything too major there, so we'll just keep on keeping on. It's a nice clean bill, though. Got ourselves a $10 bill. I did finally finish the video on the coloration of the $10 bill, a little history on it, and the security features of the $10 denomination. So check that video out. It'll be out tonight. This one is kind of funky on this 10 here. This is an older bill, though, so, I mean, it could be a menagerie of things. It looks like it's been through a washer. It looks like it's had lots of hands touching it. It's been folded a few times. Nothing jumps out to me as far as a serial number or anything like that. There we go, a little star note action. So this is definitely an example of one that's value is detracted by the actual quality of the bill. The condition of the bill is nothing to call home about. It's definitely seen its day. It's a Series 2013, so it's just been in use a lot. As you know, $1 bills don't have a very long lifespan. They're just used a lot. Star notes are replacement notes, so as we may or may not know, the star simply annotates that during the production of this bill, something happened with this bill. So there was an error, it was caught and replaced and annotated by a star note, you know, simply to show that it's replaced. The K in the front is going to correspond with the Federal Reserve Bank. It's just simply a district letter, in this case being Dallas, Texas, which is also written down below the K here. Serial number is nothing crazy. I mean, it's not... If we had basically a 1 here instead of the 2, we'd have a trinary star note, which would have been a lot nicer, but still cool, and I'll set it aside. If you guys watch my videos, I love star notes, and I usually keep on to them unless I just need the money, but in this case, a $1 bill is not going to break the bank. Next one, we have a newer version. Let's look at the difference between the older 10s. I know my camera's kind of zoomed in more. I've been trying to let it be a little bit more detailed for you, but I'll get them in there as much as I can. This is the newer 10s. They were redesigned in 2009. This one in specific is a Series 2013, which is the series number on these is here. Whereas on the old bill, it's where a lot of the denominations are, which is here to the bottom right of Hamilton's portrait. This is a Series 1999 10, 2013. So, you know, you can see that condition doesn't really the factor of condition has nothing to do with age of the bill. So these are very similar condition. You know, they're probably a fine condition. They're not anywhere near mint. But you can see this one's only a couple years old. This one's quite a bit older, and you know, there's a lot of difference here. You can also see they've enhanced a lot of things. I love the designs of the new 10s as well as the other denominations. These just look great. They've added a lot of things which had to do with a menagerie of things. Mainly they wanted to have some anti-counterfeiting measures in there, but also to just enhance the visual of the bill for different things, visually impaired people, and also just to have a difference amongst them. Now that I'm looking at this older bill, you can see that signature down there is pretty mushed up, but that's most likely from water damage. Let's move on. Let me get this back centered for you so you can see. Nothing crazy with that serial number either. The seal here is a little faded and sitting low, but like I said, I mean, water damage, hands running on it, whatever, usually causes those seals as well to wear out, although you can tell around it is a lot more faded. The color shifting ink and everything looks fine. First of the bill, nothing nuts, the plate number and all that. There's actually a constellation within these 20s that's part of an anti-counterfeiting measure. Nevertheless, nothing crazy there. Let's flip this bad boy around. Another $20 bill, Series 2013 shown at the bottom right of Jackson's portrait. Nothing with the serial number that I see, nothing fancy as far as a birthday note or a radar bill or a ladder or anything like that. No repeaters, really. So, nothing nuts. Let's look at the reverse. Same dealio here. You can really see the threads that are embedded in the paper on this one, which is kind of hard to see on the camera, but as I kind of move it around, you can see threads that are in the paper. That's mainly an anti-counterfeiting thing. I mean, if they just printed it on printer paper, then, you know, obviously we'd have a lot larger of a counterfeiting problem. And 20s, 50s, 100s are counterfeited a lot more readily than 1s and 2s and 5s, albeit 5s and 10s are counterfeited, you know, quite a bit too. Nothing with the serial number here either. Series 2013 $1 bill. The $1 bill has not undergone a graphics change in like 80 years, if not more. So, you know, it's nothing changed with that. They're talking about redoing the ones both on the reverse here and the obverse of the bill in the 2020s, but they haven't really released any design concepts. On another note, the new platinum coins, platinum American Eagle coins that are basically right under, it's 0.999 ounces of platinum, are coming out in 2021. They're beautiful. Check that out on VarietyEars.com. I have all the sets on there. Another 2013, it's not a date note, not a birthday note, nothing crazy and all beat up, so we'll just move on. Same deal here. Nice, vibrant serial numbers, but that doesn't really play too much anything. Looks like there's blood on this one. You know, you never know. Sometimes crisp money, you might cut your hand if you're really going through the stacks. Nothing nuts. I don't see anything jumping out at me. Sometimes you'll see misprinting on ones around the Annuit Septus with the pyramid here, but I don't see that on this one. Ooh, this one has seen its day. So, like, as I'm saying, I mean, 2009 is not that long ago, and look how beat up this thing is. But then again, it's almost 10 years ago. So, this guy's actually right at, you know, over its lifespan, really, on an average. I mean, they usually are pretty beat up by that point. And this one with the tears and stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if the bank kind of categorized it and sent it back eventually. Nothing crazy with this one either. I don't see anything as far as the serial number. 2013. The seal on this is a little funky as far as color, but the 2013 ones, a lot of the seals are a little lighter as far as the green tone on it. So I wouldn't really take that into account too much as far as a collectible aspect. Kind of jump forward from that one. Some good repetition of 6s, but nothing in the serial number on this guy, and nothing really jumping out as far as the printing is concerned. Nothing here. Let's see what we got here. I love the new 5s, or newer 5s rather at this point. 2009 was the redesign for them, but I do like these a lot. If I had an older 5 handy, I would show it to you just to compare the two, but I don't, so sorry. Nothing here except for some lipstick on it or something like that. Nice crisp $10 bill. Series 2013, like I said, shown down here as opposed to the other side. After they changed it, they made the portrait larger. They took off the border around the portrait, and then they moved the serial number to replace it with a color-changing ink little torch here from the Statue of Liberty. That's just another anti-counterfeiting measure. There's other things embedded. I mean, if you hold it up to the light, there's like other annotations of stuff that will come up and so on and so forth. Nothing really crazy on that obverse. And I don't see anything offhand on the reverse of the bill. So the find we had in this daily bill search video is a quite beat up star note, but still a cool find. You know, I wish this 2 here was a 1, then we'd have a trinary star note. But nevertheless, still really cool. And I'm glad you guys joined me to find just another star note to add to the couple hundred of them I have in my collection. Well, without any further yabbering, we've gone through another stack of my change, looking for stuff that's stuff that is worth above face value. I'm going to remember how to talk tomorrow and put out another video. I hope to see you then. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and share to your friends to get them in the hobby of collecting money. I will see you tomorrow.